Hypnosis for life. Hypnosis is not sleep, nor is it a state of unconsciousness, and every one of us experiences hypnosis on a daily basis all of our lives. When you're driving and arrive at your destination, you may not remember the journey. You were not asleep, nor were you unconscious. When you are watching a movie and you feel sad when the hero dies, even though you know the actor is going to wake up tomorrow morning just like you and have breakfast with his family. When you are listening to a boring lesson or lecture and your mind wanders, you are brought back with a start when somebody gives you a nudge because you've been asked a question.
When a child picks up a leaf and looks at it in wonder, he hasn't yet learnt the word leaf. When he does, the leaf loses its wonder, and all leaves are clumped together in a place in his mind called leaf. Before you learn to drive, driving seems very complicated and daunting. It demands all of your concentration to drive until one day it becomes a program in your mind, something you do without even thinking about it. Everything new demands our full attention and concentration until it becomes familiar enough to be assigned to the subconscious, the library of the mind. Once in the subconscious, it can be called up instantly when needed. Walking is something that once demanded all of our effort and concentration. But now mastered, we do it without thinking, and this goes for most things we do. Nail biting is a program that some people learn to do at an early age and can't stop once it has been assigned to the subconscious. Smoking and overeating are more programs assigned to the subconscious and activated when triggered by familiar events or circumstances. Hypnosis is like a gateway to the library of your mind, enabling you to access those programs and beliefs your mind has assigned to the subconscious. So much of what we say, do, and think is controlled by what we have learned and assigned to the subconscious as we go about our daily lives on autopilot.
Some people will scream in terror when they see a spider or a mouse, although there is no logical explanation for such a reaction. This kind of irrational fear is something we teach ourselves to feel, and can be learned by observing somebody else's reaction when we were very young. Our very first method of learning is by mimicking our parents. This is how we learn to speak. A baby in his mother's arms could quickly learn to mimic mother's reactions to a spider, and this is just one of the many programs assigned to the subconscious before we can even remember doing it.
It doesn't take very much for the mind to come to a particular conclusion like, I can't do maths, before the thought or idea is assigned to the subconscious. If a child is told often enough he is no good at something, and if he experiences a few failures at it, then this is usually sufficient for a limiting belief to be created and stored in the subconscious. Limiting beliefs prevent us achieving our full potential. They are thought forms we create that are triggered every time we are faced with the choice to go forward or stay where we are.
Then there are those events that come out of the blue, that we have never experienced before, like a death in the family, parents splitting up, an accident or an attack. We have no program stored in the subconscious to deal with such events, so the mind does the best it can under the circumstances, and this may sometimes result in you exhibiting distressful physical symptoms like having a panic attack or asthma, whenever one or more of the conditions which you experienced at the time of the trauma are present.
Here at the Setanta Hypnotherapy Clinic in Peel, we help people using the power of hypnosis to access the subconscious and psychotherapy to make those lasting changes they want to make for themselves. We do not claim to cure anybody of anything, but rather we specialize in helping people to cure themselves. www.manxhypnosis.com